Sambo here, just in the kitchen making some blackberry jam. I've got 2.2 kilos of blackberries that we picked this morning. That's probably up around 4.5 pounds, I suppose. And I've added 2 kilos of sugar. Now I'm just mashing it all in together, break up some of that fruit. And then I'll get it cooking. So I just need to bring this to the boil. And once it's at a boil, I just need to keep it at a rolling boil for about 20 minutes until it starts to gel. Okay, I've added the juice of 1 lemon and I've added the rind of the lemon in there, and I'll just let that cook in there until this comes to the full boil. Once it's boiled, I'll take the lemon rind out. Now the purpose of the lemon juice and the lemon rind is that it helps with low pectin fruits for the jam to set. Righto, this is boiling now, so I'll just reduce the heat a bit. Take these lemon rinds out. Now I'm just going to keep stirring this for about another 20 minutes. The sugar will help the fruit to break down. It's constant stirring just to make sure it doesn't boil over. So I'll come back when this is almost ready and I'll show you how I test for gel. Alright, we're almost done now. Now another good indicator of when your jam's about done is visually. You can see a lot of the foam has settled down. A lot of the fruit has broken down. And the juice isn't all that runny. Now what I'm going to do to test that this is set, I've got a cold plate and I'll just drop some of the jam on there and let it set for a minute. A lot of people say to take the jam off the heat while you're testing. I figure it's only for a minute, so it's not going to make it that much worse. Another tip for making jam: don't pick the ripest fruit. Pick semi-ripe fruit that's got more pectin, and it'll help the jam set better. Anyway, to test this, it's just a matter of push your finger through, and if you can see the skin wrinkling, then the jam's done. That's got a really nice taste to it. Alright, now it's time to put this into jars. While I've been cooking the jam, I've had the jars baking in the oven, a bit over 100 degrees Celsius. For the Americans, just over 212 Fahrenheit. That achieves 2 purposes. 1, it sterilises them. 2, it heats the jars up. What you really don't want to be doing is putting boiling hot jam into cold jars. That's a good way to crack the glass. You need a good jug for pouring. I actually use 2. I'll use one to scoop out of the pot into the pouring jug, just so I can try and keep the mess down a little bit. Once you've got your jug filled, it's just a matter of pouring into the jars to within about ½ inch of the top. And then just repeat that until you've got all your jars filled. Alright, now that the jars are filled, it's just a matter of putting the lids on. I've had these lids in boiling water while I was making the jam. Make sure they're sterile, and then just do them up tight. Now this jam, like that, it'll seal properly once the jam cools, and it's going to be good for at least a year. Once you open it, you just need to keep it refrigerated and eat it in a couple of weeks. So that's it, making blackberry jam at Pop's Shack. I'll see you later on.